Dear friends, I'm very happy that I have my new Biafra flag here. And that's really wonderful. Biafra must be free, must be liberated. Yesterday I was participating in the 1-year celebration of the Biafra Independence Declaration.
All right. So in the recent days, this man, his name is Gunther Fellinger. He is an Australian economist and also the chairman of NATO Enlargement Committee. So in the recent days, he has really been speaking up for the Biafran people. In fact, I saw a video where he said that he's going to do everything within his power to make sure that the world, recognize Biafran Republic once again. Oh yes. And just a couple of days ago, on the 29th day of November, he made a very broad speech saying that, yes, there are some countries that, declared their sovereignty, but it took a long time before other countries begin to recognize them. And for some of you that do not know, on the 29th day of November 2024, Biafra was redeclared in Lati, Finland. Yes, so just this 29, a couple of days ago, Biafrans marked their 1-year anniversary. And that was when this man made this broad speech, of which I'm going to allow you now to listen to him and also hear some examples and some things he said he's going to do. So please, I'm going to allow you to watch it. Then you do well to drop your comment in the comment section. What he said or what he's doing, is it a welcome, action or not? Please do well to drop your comment in the comment section. But for now, please listen to him.
Yesterday I was participating in the 1-year celebration of the Biafra Independence Declaration. It's very much, unfortunately, similar to what happened in Kosovo. You see here the Kosovo Independence Declaration that was in 2008, but already in 1991, I think in 1990 actually, in Sanctioning, Kosovo declared independence, and it took a long time. It took a long time for recognizing Kosovo, and some countries have not even seen the light today. And that's very unfortunate, but even much more unfortunate is the situation of the Christian people of Biafra, of all people in Biafra, because they experienced this apartheid, this genocide that the Kosovo Albanians have experienced, especially in this very difficult time from 1990, from basically when Milosevic declared the war against everybody in Yugoslavia, and he was basically in the 28th of June in 98, he went to the Kosovo Polje, Amselfeld, however you call it, Fush Kosovo, and there at this memorial he declared war on all of the people of Yugoslavia. And then this led to 10 years of disaster, and we could have avoided all this war when we had recognized Kosovo's independence in the first place. In Sanctioning, when it was declared in, I think it was in December 1990, and then in 91 we could have all recognized it. George Bush, the father, he made this famous Christmas ultimatum against Milosevic and said, do not touch the Kosovo Albanians. And that is what Mr. Trump must also now do very clearly. Do not touch the Biafra Christians and the corrupt and disastrous elite of Nigeria. And here it is very clear. The parallels are very clear. We waited too long. We let then the apartheid system and all these massacres in Bosnia happen, and later Milosevic decided to go to full-scale genocide against the Kosovo Albanians in 97, 98, and then the combined forces of the resistance of the Albanians and of course the people of and NATO, ultimately America. Thanks a lot, America, for liberation. This was then liberating the people and ending the genocide in 99 with NATO intervention, and every single bomb was justified at that moment, and it was necessary to free the Kosovo Albanians. And now the Kosovo Albanians have independence declared. 115 good countries in the world have recognized it, and it's fine. And some few confused leftovers like Spain, Romania, Slovakia, Greece, Ukraine, unfortunately, despite my major efforts in the last decade, have not recognized it, but most of the free world has, yeah? And that's very good. So we have achieved freedom, we have secured freedom, we have protected freedom. That's very good. Bravo, Kosovo, a wonderful case. And you see the parallel between the failed state Nigeria, high inflation, genocide, crimes, massacre, insecurity, misery, disaster, and a few at the top which get ever richer with the natural resources. It was more or less the same in Yugoslavia, just there were less natural resources and they were all going down. And then basically Milosevic declared war and everybody stole with his half a billion German mark loan against the national authorities, and then he stole everything and he started the war to hide everything up, and it was all going down in misery. And here is the parallel between Nigeria and Yugoslavia. It's going down in misery. It is a failed state. There is no reason for it to continue. And Biafra will live in freedom. But the necessary thing, and here's the tragic parallel, it takes so long for the international community to understand that. And we wait and wait because we love our system as it is now, because we are structurally conservative. We want to keep it like the status quo. We always want to keep the states as they are. And, you know, of course, we don't want to change them by aggression, like the Russians are doing it in Ukraine and taking over Anschluss style, like Hitler did it with Austria. He's taking over Crimea, and then in a full-scale aggression, Hitler style, he's taking over some parts of Ukraine. He will never keep it. We will definitely liberate Ukraine. Ukraine will liberate itself with our help, but he is continuing to try and to do these major terrible things. But of course, we should not be structurally kind of so conservative in a sense that we don't allow freedom. We must allow freedom, and the respect of freedom must be including also when nations are somehow broken and they are no longer delivering the services, security and prosperity that everybody has a right in, and there are suppressed nations where there is genocide. Then we definitely have the right for this next step, and that's the assisted breakup of nations. That's the Fellinger doctrine in the making here in the case of ex-Nigeria. And this is the example, of course, Kosovo. I love it very much. It's a wonderful country. I have here the head of Kosovo, because Kosovo now also has elections 28th of December. I will be very active on that one as well. And I will just support and the good side who are really then trying to get Kosovo into NATO. But the whole thing is, it's free now, it's secure now, and it is absolutely a success story. And only people who don't know the Balkan history and have no idea, I lived there 15 years, I know exactly what's going on. The situation is that we have to see that as a role model for Biafra. Kosovo, Biafra, Biafra, Kosovo. This is the thing. In the German-speaking world, we still have the idea Biafra is just starving children. But why are they starving children? Because of this tragic mistake of the West, that we didn't support the independence in the 1967 to 70, and we let the Nigerian centralist, disaster, socialist tyrants to starve them into death. Millions died because of our mistakes. And that's very bad. And again, we repeat the mistake here. We don't recognize Biafra Republic. We should recognize the exile government and the exile authorities and tell to the Nigerians, let the Biafra people go. Like we have ultimately enforced it in the case of Kosovo by NATO bombs. And if the Nigerians will not let the Biafra people go, then NATO bombs are the only alternative. America must liberate Biafra. We have not created the global systems that we also respect all the religions, that few, Islamic terrorists can kill the Christians like they want and go unpunished. That's not tolerance. That's a total different thing. That's tyranny. If you allow the majority or some extremists to kill Christians who are not protected, that's not respect for the global south. That's tyranny of the few terrorists who then go on and kill on the rampage people of our faith. And that we cannot allow. And we have protected. By the way, let's not mix it up. It's not about religion. We have protected the Kosovo Albanians. They are 95% Muslims. And we will protect the Biafra Christians, who are Christians. And, they have deserved, as human beings, our support. And they have not deserved to be killed. And they have not deserved to be genocided. Nobody has in the world. And they must be protected like we protect the Ukrainians, the Kosovo Albanians, the Biafra Christians. And that's very logical. If you think about it, Fellinger doctrine is absolutely logically and consistent. And I call for independence of Biafra Republic and also for the EU to support this independence and to say very clearly to the Nigerian authority, either it's a free federal Nigeria or there will be a Yugoslavian scenario. And this is what I actually recommend, because now all the 7 countries who came out of Yugoslavia live much better than this failed, terrible terror state Yugoslavia ever was. And it was a terror state, and it was a failed state, and it never worked, and it's much better if it doesn't exist anymore. And by the way, remove all the Tito monuments, the Tito schools, the Tito high schools from Macedonia, Montenegro, Bosnia, where they are still around, if you want to join the European Union, because no Tito in the European Union, that is absolutely impossible. It was a disaster, failed state, and nobody who somehow loves Tito can join the European Union, to be very clear. And here we are now. I wish you a happy Independence Day, and the fight for freedom continues. For Biafra freedom, absolutely. Let's celebrate the free world, and the free world is with you, free people of Biafra, and we should help you, and we will. Thanks a lot. This is Günther Fehlinger-Jahn speaking here from Vienna. Please subscribe at my YouTube and my other pages, which I have now on my X account, and it's I think I have listed all of them now, and it's many of them. And if you also can buy a t-shirt for Free Biafra, which we presented yesterday in Vienna, I'm also very happy, and thanks a lot, and for freedom of Biafra. All the best. The freedom of Biafra. We make a picture here together, all of us.
Dr. Chicken, just 1 minute, guys.
Oh, very good. Perfect, perfect. Freedom for Biafra.
Freedom for Biafra.
Yes.
Freedom for Biafra.
Nigeria.
Ex-Nigeria.
Freedom for Biafra.
Freedom for Biafra. Yes. Freedom for the United States of Biafra.
Yes.
Biafra has come. Biafra is here, and no man born of a woman can stop us.
Never.
We are unmovable. We are unshakable.
Never.
We are the real people of true children of God Almighty. God Almighty have raised men and women, lions and lionesses, fearless men and women, those who are ready to sacrifice them, to make sure that this freedom and the emancipation of Africa is here. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. God bless Austria. God bless all the freedom of this world. God bless all the lovers of freedom. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
From Austria, we are calling for freedom, for Biafra.
Freedom. Freedom.
Excellent.
Thank you. 1 year anniversary of the United States of Biafra Declaration, which was declared in Finland, Latin, on 29th of November 2024. We have over 50 millions of Biafra who has voted. They want freedom. They want a better life. Over 1,500 Biafrans attended this in Finland, Latin. I also want to thank all the lovers of freedoms, those who are standing by the truth. I also want to thank our leader, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike Ndị Igbo. I thank you because you are standing by the truth and for the truth. I also want to thank our PM, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra government, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who was jailed in Lahti, Finland. And I am using this opportunity to call up upon the EU, the European Union, to look into Nigeria and Biafra. The killings is too much. The killings is too much. We are not happy anymore. The reason why is because Nigeria has never been a country. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a British company, which is called Royal Niger Company, which has already expired. The most richest country in the world, still a country that values money than human life. Still, my people are dying. Nigeria is a terrorist country, a country that is killing its own citizens. I want to use this opportunity to tell the world, and I also want to appreciate Donald Trump, because the world have realized that Nigeria sponsors terrorism, the killings of Christians, the killings of the indigenous of Nigeria and the Biafrans. So I'm using this opportunity to appreciate all the lovers of freedom. I'm using this opportunity to call upon Nigerian government, because what Nigeria has is not a government. I want to tell Nigerian government that there are two different things between government and government. In Austria, where I'm living, where my children are having a better life, a better future, they have a government. Nigeria has no government. Why did I say this? Because what is the responsibilities of a government? The responsibilities of a government is to make sure your citizens are very much okay. A government that is killing his own citizens, a government that kept his own citizens into abject poverty. A lot of pregnant women are dying in Nigeria because they don't have money to go to hospital. The most richest country in the world, still no light, no hospital, no road, nothing. Can never be a government. Rather, it is called a government. I am using this opportunity to tell the EU, the European Union, the NATO, they should sanction Nigeria for the killings of Christians. The emancipation of Africa will come this time. The world, I want Nigeria to realize that those who they have killed are back to life, and we are part of it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again. Thank you, Mr. Honorable Ginter.
Freedom for Biafra.
Thank you.
Very important. The genocide against Christians must end, and the European Union must sanction Nigeria very hard. Break the trade relations, end any money transfer to Nigeria, and make sure that Nigeria feels the pain and they have confronted genocide against the Christians of Biafra. This is utterly unacceptable, and the EU must act. It must also impose a trade ban and stop the free trade agreement, cancel all the financial transfers, which are it's about 70 million euros, which Nigeria gets from the European Union. And of course, we are one of the biggest trade partners, and this must end now. Yes. Because they are committing genocide against the Christians of Biafra, and the best way forward is, as we have seen it in the case of Yugoslavia, you can compare Nigeria and Yugoslavia very much, it's the independence of new states, and Biafra must be the first state which breaks away from Nigeria and will be an independent republic of Biafra, similar like Croatia, like Slovenia, and that's a very good plan for now. And here at the first Independence Day celebration, because the government in exile has already celebrated and declared independence in Finland in 2024, it's a very good moment to call for the liberation of the independence leader of Biafra, Mr. Masi. He should be free. I've created the hashtag Free Masi. He must be free, and the EU must ask that from the Nigerian government, and obviously as well all the people who are fighting for Biafra freedom. They may under no circumstances be extradited towards Nigeria, where they face certain prosecution in an unlawful state, and so all these proceedings have to be stopped immediately, and I call for freedom for Biafra. Thanks a lot.
Freedom for Biafra.
Well, what do you make of it? Drop your comments, all right? I'll see you in my next video. There are so many updates I want to share with you. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you.